Hello guys, welcome back to Moses Blind World. Today I would like to talk about a topic that is about disability and life. Now, can you imagine joining a fandom or anything and you have a disability? It can be treacherous, and there can be anything that can happen. No matter what happens in life, you're always going to run into the occasional moron that's going to call you fake or for whatever reason, and lying for whatever reason. And yeah, like, I just wanted to discuss disability and what they call accusations or harassment, one of the two, but it can be really treacherous. And you never know what can happen. So I decided to make this video to raise awareness about that and about stereotypes and with legal blindness and stuff like that. And yeah, the first stereotype is, oh, you can't do nothing for yourself. This is what can rile anybody with vision impairment up to a T. Like, you could be 2200 or what have you. Now this stereotype, which is number one in this case, you know, it can be pretty taxing. Like, you're often told, no, you can't do that, or no, let me do that, it's dangerous, let me do this for you, blah blah blah. And it can seem pretty taxing, and there's the risk of overhelping as well, which can get annoying real quick. Like, if you know what something is and somebody else also knows, but yet they take the extra mile and help a little too much, you know, it can be pretty crazy. But the biggest one is infantization. Now, this is where you're treated younger than you actually are. And, like, for example, I'm 32. You know, I'm 31 and a half. I'll be 32 in a few days. But imagine feeling like your mind is grown up, but people won't let you grow up. They won't let you have your own money or what have you, things of that nature. You have to rely on family, friends to do what you normally do on yourself. And yeah, and it can be pretty taxing. Being infantized is the biggest trait that's often put on vision impaired people. The stereotype that we can't see enough to do enough for ourselves, when that's just simply no longer true. In the age of in the age of AI, we're starting to get more independent now more than ever. And it's only a matter of time before there are self-driving vehicles and we don't need to rely on a ride anymore. And yeah. But the next one is accusations. Claims of being blinder than you actually are. There are people that tend to think I'm totally blind, even though I said I'm legally blind multiple times throughout the years. Throughout the years, I have had people think I couldn't see at all or enough, and that's just partly the case. Because, I'm totally blind on the left, and low vision on the right. But that doesn't mean I can't do the same activities as everybody else, as a nerd, which we'll look into the nerd segment in a bit. And it is so ingrained in every sighted person that, legally blind means you can't see jack squat. Well, it depends on the person's visual acuity. Like if you're 2200, 20 over 200. That's like the borderline between vision and blindness. And I'm at that border. And like you're about to cross into the neutral zone. For those of you who have seen Star Trek, my vision is teeter-tottering on that border. Yeah. And the next segment is nerding out complications. The complications of nerding out with your sighted fellow nerdy friends. If you are nerding out with sighted nerds who are your friends, it can be quite challenging. It can be quite a challenge. And there are points where people will often either come to your aid or the opposite. And there's also a risk of being shunned if you say the wrong thing and do the wrong action. All because you struggle to read or what have you. And it can be quite challenging. Now, this is mitigated through the use of accessibility, as well as finding the proper friends that know you so much that they don't care what you say and what you do in the fandom, as long as you're a respectful, decent human being. And that's the kind of people I try to search for and dump the hostility out and try to hunt for people that are diplomatic and respectful and decent and things of that nature. Another thing to look out for is false accusations. If people often do this, it's a sign something is up here. Now, there's no shame in wearing both glasses and using a white cane. And for me, I still use a white cane even though I have glasses. I use it for my protection and my safety. And that's what is important. And that's what I want people to realize is it shouldn't matter if you have glasses or not. I would recommend you to use your white cane regardless. It's called safety first. Don't care what other people think. And if they approach, just say, dude, you're not my doctor, who cares? As long as I'm safe, that's what matters. That's the phrase I often use, and people would shut their mouths and move on. One final topic is bullying and harassment. Now, I've encountered this throughout my tenure of my life, being harassed for not being able to read right, as well as harassed for, why do you need Braille if you can see? And that can be, inducing of fights. And the best thing to do is to just not answer. Don't answer whatever pecking questions they may have in order to avoid it escalating any further. And don't let your disability drag you down by its chains. You are in control of your own body. You dictate what you do in your life. Don't let anybody else control your life. If you want to have your own life and do whatever, and you make that choice, and somebody says no, do not listen to the naysayer, because it's just, they want to control. Sighted people will often want to control the visually impaired, thinking, oh, we're trying to protect you, when in reality, it's an annoying burden. And I've had points where I've screamed at people to be quiet, or nowadays I just say, I'm 30 something years old, leave me alone unless I need it. And also the biggest thing is set boundaries. Set a boundary with sighted people around you, and let them know if they cross it, there'll be consequences. For example, if you keep trying to baby me, I won't be your friend anymore. As an example. And yeah, we have evolved beyond the vision impairment stereotype of not being able to do, quote, anything. Because now in the age of AI, we're getting more independent now more than ever. Hell, soon there might be even white canes that come equipped with maybe AI, like a chat GPT programmed white cane or something, and it can navigate, around. That kind of thing was probably already done with WeWalk. And, it was the earliest rendition and long before ChatGPT, and I bet it's only a matter of time before vision impaired people no longer have to rely on people, because we have systems like AI now that can probably guide us with enough training in the subroutines. And for me, when it comes to AI, I'm willing to coexist with AI. I'm willing to coexist and embrace it, as well as monitoring it as well. Because granted, AI can turn hostile if you're not careful. And yeah, so if you or someone you know and love is legally blind and they are an adult, let them be themselves. Don't nag them over every little thing they attempt to do on their own. Let us try. Give your vision impairment friend, son, daughter a chance at independence. Let them become their own man, their own woman, what have you. And that's the topic I would make for today's video. I'm not going to do any editing, but this is just to raise awareness about the stereotyping of vision impaired people and how detrimental it can be to us who are visually impaired, and how depressing it can be. Visually impaired people, at the end of the day, we're just like anybody else. We just need assistance with special magnifiers and braille and screen readers and what have you. And if we need a sighted person's help, don't assume that, oh, I'm gonna do this for you, blah blah blah. Do not barge. Let the vision impaired person request help. Because trust us, we'll let you know when we need help. I even make an ultimatum with, hey, stop, I'll let you know when I need help. Things of that nature. And yeah, because at the end of the day, we're not mindless or paralyzed people. We just struggle with day-to-day activities. But that doesn't mean we don't nerd out on our favorite fandoms, draw, watch a movie, write a fan fiction, or what have you. We just end up having to do those same things, but with the aid of technology. Like, for example, if I wanted to write a Star Trek fan fiction, which I hope to, I would use a screen reader to write and hear what I'm typing, and magnifiers to navigate the interface, as well as looking at pictures close range. So vision impairment doesn't mean you can baby us. We are not infants. We are just visually impaired. There's a big, massive difference between vision impairment and an infant. There's no need or excuse to baby us. And yeah, I just hope this message gets out to every sighted as well as vision impaired person out there. To the vision impaired, to my people, you all are not alone in feeling like you're being overly helped, treated like a child, etc. And to the sighted, just be by our side. We will let you know when we need help. That's it. And this goes for parents of vision impaired children as well. Don't complain about every little independent thing they try to do. Watch over them, but keep your hands off. Take a hands-off approach on your legally blind child and let them explore the world in their own way, because eventually they're gonna grow up and thankfully have those skills to live their life to the full. So yeah. Anyway, this is Moses Legally Blind World, and I just wanted to make this video about blindness and stereotyping of the disability and how it's not okay, it's disrespectful, it's idiotic, it's essentially overbearing. And thank you for viewing this episode of Moses Legally Blind World. And in the form of my favorite Star Trek fans, live long and prosper.